Hey everybody, we should be live. Oop, there we go. Trying out StreamYard today, guys, to see if we can get it to run a little more smoothly. I know the latency again is low latency. I need to get to ultra, but we'll get there eventually. So, there we go. So I think we should be good to go. But we'll find this out as we go, guys. Find this out as we go. So let me do this. Let's see. Let me grab one thing, guys. Gonna grab the list and put it in the chat just so we have it there. Come on, there we go. Copy. I hate how it does that. Oh, it's way over. No, it's not. Okay. Well, that's how it wants to put it. Let's remove that. Oh yeah, that's the list. That was guys. What's up, Joshua? Hey. Let's see. Just trying to. I haven't used SteamYard that much, so StreamYard. What's up, Dandy Andy? I know you were taking the place of Shiny, if I remember correctly, which I'm chill with. That's cool. So, there we go. So, guys, we're using StreamYard. This should have better latency. This technically is supposed to have better latency. I can't promise you. I've been looking at other options, VPNs, and that doesn't seem to improve anything. The next step is me to, and I've been meaning to do this a long time, is try OBS software, because then I should still be allowed to edit my latency, which is the biggest issue here. And apparently, there's 3 different levels. There's normal, low, and ultra low. Now we use ManyCam, which is just normal, and I can't find any options to change it. StreamYard uses low, and I want to get to ultra low, which means there's really no delay. It should be instant as much as possible for everyone, but we just got to find out as we go. So what else can you do? What else can you do? Matt was like, oh, we should just get rid of trivia. You should just randomize it. So I'd take all the names. I would do 10 times. I would random the names 10 times. Or randomly pick people 10 times, and then we would do trivia extra. I'm like, that's not the fun part. The fun part's the trivia. I mean, I've been in plenty of breaks where, and we've done it too in the past, where we used to just spin a wheel, but it's just not as fun. Just not as fun, I gotta say. I could think of some other ideas and try to figure it out. Something that maybe I could try to figure something out where maybe we, up to 10 people get selected, so we pick 10 people randomly, everyone once, and somehow based on that, you can win a certain amount of points individually. Like I would sit with someone one at a time, and you'd have to answer stuff to win something, like based on how many you get correct is how many points you'll win, and that type of thing. But I couldn't tell you. I got to think of ideas. More ideas, always thinking of something new. So it looks like we have Dandy, Andy, and Joshua. We'll have to give it a little while, like we did last time, see who else shows up. Um, yeah, it's Armando G, Dan Will Cards, Dustin, Eddie Gilbert, Eddie Spaghetti, Jason Lynette, Joshua, you're here, Keith Butts, Lunchbox, Ronald Melquire, sorry, Sandman, Sean Kelleher. You're taking the place of Shiny, Andy, and Stephen Wood. Those are the people for games today. Quite a big list, so hopefully more people show up for those games. I know it's not the most convenient time in the world probably for everyone, but unfortunately it's one of those things where I had to, one of the few times in break-in where it has to be like, I got to do it when it's convenient for me, so I'm not even available. And at nighttime it just didn't work out well as far as always finishing things and whatnot. More people were around, and maybe we will switch up things every once in a while. Who knows? But yeah, that's where we're at now, at least. So that's where we're at. So have some good questions here. We just got a printer finally, which we needed badly, and I got 10 trivia questions. Just like last time, guys, there may be a question where if you see a dash and then a word, that is what you put for your word. Again, last names are fine. Last names, but no first names. As usual, last names are fine to be used, but you must spell it out. No abbreviations or anything like that. And again, we choose the top two. Until we can figure out latency issues, we are going to choose the top two people and randomize it. Again, I'm using StreamYard, so it's a little something new there. You guys are gonna have to bear with me. StreamYard, sorry, as far as doing certain things. Yeah, you're gonna have to bear with me on that. Is switching screens and stuff like that. Let's see, can I do this? Nope. Let's see. Looking at my options here. Can I do another? See, it doesn't want me to do that. So, share. Oh, maybe if I go to this share. Nope. This share. Nope. This share. Nope. It does not like me. Only lets me show so many things at once. Huh. Thank you. Oh, that took out my audio. I was hoping to remove that and just put random.org up. So let me see, guys. Top screen. Let's add another. Gotta see. If I go to random.org, what's it show? I'm just playing around, guys, trying to see what it will show me. Give me one sec. Testing how long it takes for your response to show up. Oh, come on. Testing how long it takes for your response. Okay, let's do. Well, I guess it didn't do what I wanted. Give me a minute. Tab. I'd have to do that each time. It took it over a full minute for your response to show up. Wow. And this is at low latency. This is at low latency. That's why I was thinking, do we try a if we could use another app, because that's happening because it's video being transferred. But if we were using like Dandy, if we're using like an app, Twitter or something, that wouldn't happen. But then, of course, then if someone's watching on their phone, they're not going to be able to watch and do that at once. That was my thought, my issue with it. At least that's how I was looking at it. It's like, oh crap, that would. That happened with other breakers too. Huh. Usually this isn't a problem. Usually when we're doing a regular break, it's not like there needs to be wicked fast responses or stuff. And I got good speed too. It could be YouTube. It could be YouTube. My understanding is they're not known for streaming. That technically, if we really want to get technical, or not get technical here, if we want to be smart, we technically should be doing this off of like Twitch. That's my understanding, is that we may need to try something like Twitch. Hey, what's up? What's up, Brian? Am I underwater? Does it sound that bad? Is even the audio quality kind of eh? Yeah, we really maybe that's what we got to do, guys. Maybe we need to stream to Twitch, and then we could still have it. I think go to YouTube. I sound far away. Far away. Let me see. I do. Wow. I mean, this has only happened now with StreamYard, so oh, I don't know if that sounds better, but huh? I know what. It's probably using the wrong mic. Give me a minute. Give me a minute. I have an idea. I know what it's using too. I guarantee you. Microphone. Yeah. Okay, guys. Give me a minute. Number 2. Is that better? Is that much better? That's probably a lot better. It was using the camera's microphone. Oh, technical stuff is so fun. There we go. So, now when I just said that, Dandy, if I'm wondering what you were responding to, because your response showed up within 10, 15 seconds of me saying what I think you were answering to. Well, here's what we'll do, Dandy. I'm going to say the number 1. Write down 1 when it gets to you. So I'm saying the number 1. I want you to type in the number 1. Dandy. I'm going to time it too on my end. One. Wow. Okay, so Dandy, we're gonna do it again. I'm gonna count down to 0, and then write 0 when I get to 0, and I'm gonna time it. So 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. So I want you to type in 0 when you hear that. Okay, that was 10 seconds, Dandy. That was 10 seconds. That only who else is here who can try that? Joshua, if you're here, I'm going to count down to 0. I want you to type in 0. If you can hear me, Joshua. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Type in 0. So Joshua is at 13.5. Dandy Andy was at 10. Hey, Ryan, let's see you. Ryan, if you're still here, can you type in 0, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0? So far, we have 10 and 13 seconds. That's if you're here, Ryan. I don't know. What's up, Dad and Will? We're testing out some latency before we get going, trying to figure out the latency and that type of thing again. Just curious. So he may not be here. Ryan may not be here. That's why. Dad and Will, can you do me a favor? I'm going to count down to 0. When I count down, I want you, when you hear this, when I count down to 0, I want you to type in 0 and send it to us. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Hey, what's up, Steven? We're testing out people's reaction times as far as how long is it taking for them to, the lag, I guess, the latency of it all. So that took, I may be looking in the wrong area, but I'm not. Okay, here we go. That took more like 25 seconds. I want to try it one more time with you, Dan and Will. I'm going to do it to 1, type in 1. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now, what's funny is, see, Dad and Will, your timing on there is taking more like 20 seconds, and it actually showed up first in my StreamYard, and it was slower than when it actually shows up first in StreamYard, then it showed up in the top chat here, this chat that everyone can see. Steven, let's try you. I'm going to count down to 0, Steven, and type in 0. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. If you hear that, type in 0 when you hear that, Steven. I'm just curious where everyone's at. I mean, I know there's going to be a difference, but some of the differences are like, whoo. See that? So Stevens took 27.7. Sorry, yours took it took you around Danny Andy when you just went off of that around 20. Steven, that took you like 27 seconds. Hey, Dustin. At least that's the lag I'm getting. So now I'm wondering that shouldn't happen on low latency. Dustin, what's up, dude? I'm gonna ask you. I'm gonna count down to 0, and when you hear me say 0, please type in 0 and send it to us. We're checking the speed. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Well, your phone is faster than your computer, huh? See, Dustin's took about 8 seconds. So the next step, guys, I mean, obviously it depends on what you're using for internet, guys. I have like 250 megabytes. I'm sure some of you, I don't know what you all have, so your upload speeds could be different, obviously. But then one next option, I don't know if it would work well, would be to try Twitch, since it's based around this type of stuff. Twitch is based around it. But so we're gonna try our best, guys. I'm gonna check out. I'm gonna check out Twitch. I don't know if any of you would want to try that. I only have 35. I'm gonna check out Twitch. Give me 1 second. I'm just writing down a thing or two I'm gonna try now. Not right now, but like in general. So we'll check out OBS and Twitch before the next game week so I can see. I'll try to get it done by the end of this next week. There are no games next week, so I'll try to check it by the end of next week. I've also noticed a difference between my phone and TV. I forget which one was faster though, but one of them was faster than the other. I know that much. Not by a huge amount, but by like 5 seconds maybe, which can be, I guess, considered huge depending. So guys, yeah, let's play some games. Dustin, let's see. Were you in this one, Dusty? Yes, you were. So Dad and Will, you're in this. Steven, Dustin. Yeah, so everyone here is supposed to be in the games. So guys, we will get going with some games. I know, Joshua, you haven't played games before, but it's pretty simple. I'm going to ask, I don't know if you've heard before, but basically I'm going to ask questions. You're only allowed one vote. I mean, not one vote, sorry, one answer. You cannot keep answering unless I say, once everyone answers once, and I say, okay, guys, no one got it right, or only one person got it right, which means that person wins. Then what will happen is if I say, okay, guys, give a second answer, then you give your second answer. It's just important you don't give two answers because I'll just ignore the second one, period. Last names, guys, are fine. Last names are fine. Last names are fine, not first names. No first names, please. It's got to be last name, and you got to no abbreviations or anything like that. And let's see, I'm just going over real quick. We're going to ask 10 questions, Joshua. There's going to be a total of 10. And so there's that. I'm just thinking of anything else to tell you. So I'm going to ask these questions. And then you give me your answers. And the first top 2 people to answer, we are going to randomize it to see who wins it. Because of how this is, guys, what I'm going to do is we're going to randomize at the end because I have to keep switching on this. It's a little difficult for me to switch between the top chat being shown and random.org, and I can't turn the camera off, unfortunately. I just tried. It didn't work. So I could just have random.org instead up there. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to write the top 2 people's names on my paper here, and then we'll randomize them all at the end. That's going to be and we'll go through them all at the end. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And so, yep, no abbreviations. Last names are good. And yeah, so that should be about it for you guys to know what to do who don't know. And we'll get going. And again, you guys ever have ideas to make game night better or make things more efficient, please do let me know. I always appreciate it. If we can make this better, I want to make it better. So we will get going, guys. So I'm going to type in question number 1, but I probably should pull it up on my computer first. Let's see. I have them all here in front of me, so it makes it easier too. Let's see, guys. Thank you for joining, everyone. And I'm sorry for the frustration when things don't go right or whatnot, but we'll always try to get it better if we can. So question 1, guys. Question 1. What golfer coined the term caddy? What golfer coined the term caddy? Young Tom Morris, Mary Queen of Scots, Walter Hagen, or Bobby Jones? What golfer coined the term caddy? Morris, Scots, Hagen, or Jones? You can give another one, Joshua. You can give another one, Joshua, because you didn't pick one from the list. You had to wait. So I'll let you give another one since you didn't see. So everyone, let's see, Dandy, Steve, and Dustin. Okay, everyone give a second answer. Everyone give a second answer. Everyone got it wrong. Second answer. Second answer, everyone go. Second answer. Okay, Dandy Andy and Dad and Will. Dandy, Andy, Dad and Will. You two, we'll randomize it at the end, but you two will be randomized at the end for that spot. It is Mary Queen of Scots, the first known female golfer, coined the term caddy in 1552, calling her assistants cadets. During her reign, the famous golf course at 20 St. Andrews was built. Golf course at St. Andrews was built. So that was question number 1, guys. You all got tricked with that one. All got tricked. Okay, guys. So I wrote it down on my pad of paper here, and then we'll go at the end. So, second question, guys. She couldn't even vote yet. Oh, Dustin. Oh, we love you, Dustin. I gotta say, I'm glad I wasn't a woman back then, because that must have frickin' sucked. I'm a contender. Okay, you are Dandy Andy. You are a contender. Okay, guys, question number 2. Again, this is multiple choice, so don't make up names, Joshua. You're not going to get it. Thank you for joining us, by the way, Joshua. Thank you. It's always great to have someone new in some games and in the breaks. Okay, guys. What was the first sport televised in the USA, in the U.S.? What was the first sport televised in the U.S.? Tennis, golf, rugby, or baseball? No last names here. Tennis, golf, rugby, or baseball? So, Joshua and Dad and Will with the win there. I was actually surprised by this myself. I was surprised by this myself. Excuse me. I was surprised by this. It is baseball. On May 17th, 1939, baseball became the first sport ever televised in the U.S. The game was between Princeton and Columbia at Baker Field. Princeton won 2-1. And all I can say is I'm going by my list. I have to go by mine because that's what it says, and I'm sure it was. Just saying, because I'm surprised. I figured it would be definitely figured it would be something like golf. Was what I figured. Boxing would be one too. I could totally believe Dustin. I could totally see boxing being one of them. I kind of like put myself in the old black and white films and think, okay, I mean, they probably had some on film of all these other sports, but not like an actual, hey, we're filming this game. Okay, guys, number 3. Going on to number 3. Okay, guys, number 3. What sport has a hooker in a scrum? What sport has a hooker in a scrum? Rugby, fencing, gymnastics, or polo? Rugby, fencing, gymnastics, or polo? Okay, the answer to that is rugby. I've never played rugby. I've seen it played before in person once or twice, but I've never played it. In rugby, a scrummage or a scrum is a way of restarting the game either after a minor infringement or after the ball has gone onto the ground after a successful tackle. The middle player in each front row is the hooker. The middle player in each front row is the hooker. Dustin, I wanted to be like, oh, I'm going to keep my mouth shut. I was going to make a joke. Oh, I better behave because then I'll find out something bad or something. That's what I was thinking, Dandy Andy. I'm like, ooh, rugby on the wrong one. I was gonna do it like also known as Dustin's mother, and then I was like, yeah, I'm gonna keep my mouth shut. I just said it now, but I was like one of those where it's like I'll be like, oops, I found out something bad. You know what I mean? You know what I'm trying to say, Dustin. But I said it anyways. There you go. That's where Matt would be like, oh, great, you're pissed off Dustin now. You can't say things like that. Okay, guys. How are you guys finding this? It does seem better than it seems like you guys are much more all answering around the same time for the most part. So it's a little better if you ask me compared to usual. I gotta say, it definitely feels a little better than usual, even though some of you may have a delay still, obviously. Okay, so number 4. Who was the only college football player to win the Heisman Trophy twice? Who was the only college football player to win the Heisman Trophy twice? Jay Burwagner, Earl Campbell, Archie Griffin, or O.J. Simpson? Dad and Will and Dustin. Dad and Will and Dustin. I may have said it wrong. But you guys are all good. It would be, what is it? Here we go. As junior at Ohio State, Archie Griffin was named to every All-American team and was called the greatest football player ever coached by Woody Hayes, combining power, speed, and uncanny ability to break 4 or 5 tackles on a single play. He smashed the all-time record for running backs in the Big Ten, amassing 4,064 yards. As a senior, Archie extended his record of consecutive 100 yards plus games to 31. His overall yardage to 5,176 and became the only player ever to win the Heisman Trophy twice. Let me just see, guys. Okay, guys. I'm like, let's see what's next. We may have to randomize some of these first because the max you're allowed to win is 5. So just so everyone remembers, you can only win up to 5 points in a game night or whatever you want to call it. So once I see someone's in 5 spots, we'll definitely have to do it. Just saying that it may happen, it may not, whatever. Just letting you know. Or we can always do it after this 5th game here and keep it simple, but we'll just wait. Okay, guys, next question. I think, let's see, Tim Tebow should have been back-to-back winners as well. Who was the first golfer to win more than $1 million in official earnings in a single year? Lee Trevino, Tiger Woods, Arnold Palmer, or Curtis Strange? Lee Trevino, Tiger Woods, Arnold Palmer, or Curtis Strange? Can you roll 6-sided dice? I can always do that if you're talking about randomizing it. I can gladly do that, Stephen. I will gladly just do dice if you want. I don't mind. Easy for me. Okay, guys. Everyone guess again. Everyone guess again. Dandy Andy and Dustin. Hey Frank, what's up? Dandy Andy and Dustin with the correct answer. Hey Frank, have you gotten into our breaks before at all? Are you just coming across us? How did you come across us? We're playing some trivia. How it works, Frank, is you have to get into one of the. We usually pick a break. It's usually every other week, but we pick a break from the week we do it. So this week it was the break we did on Wednesday from our website, and then everyone can play to guess. Those people can play and guess. I mean, you're definitely welcome to put names up. I don't mind. You can't win anything, unfortunately, but and what we do is everyone who was in that break plays trivia, and then basically how it works is at the you get a point if you guess right, and we take the top two people and then we randomize it between them. Just because of the lag between people where they live in the country, it's going to always be different for a latency to see who would technically be the first person. So long story short, then after we play games where you get to use your points towards things. Very funny, Dustin. Very funny, Dustin. Yeah, so just so you know, I don't recognize your name is all. So it was like, oh, a new person. We definitely don't mind. You're welcome to play with us. You wouldn't win anything, but you're definitely welcome to play. Curtis Strange became the first golfer to surpass 1 million in yearly earnings in 1988 when he won 4 titles. Strange was named Player of the Year in 1985, 87, and 88. Yeah, no, Frank, it's no problem at all. No problem at all, Frank. That's why I'm saying I don't mind. You can definitely play. You can't win anything. You were the first person to guess correctly, so you're definitely welcome to play. You just can't win anything, is all. Your answer won't count for anything, is all, as far as going towards getting to actually win anything. But yeah, we're. I don't know if you've been with us before. We're Beard Brothers Breaks. My name's Brett. My business partner is Matt. My card breaking partner, Matt. And yeah, we have a website, beardbrothersbreaks.com, where we basically play play games. We do play games, but yeah, we basically started off breaking about a year ago. It's a little over a year now, and we've been doing a lot of eBay too, and we just always have lots of fun. And this is one of the ways to give back to the people who break with us. Have a little fun with people. So again, definitely stay around, play around a little. Yeah, it's beardbrothersbreaks.com. We're not really brothers, no. We're beard brothers, but not really brothers. But yeah, I mean, just definitely anytime you want to come into a video and hang out, do it. I always say that when I think that's what I was thinking. This, I'm like, he is my partner. No. You would think we're a married couple because of the amount of arguing we do. We the other night I was getting told by like someone else. They're like, I was like, no, we really are like frickin' married couple. The arguing we do about break stuff when we're off camera. Some of the arguing we do. We even said like we gotta calm down with the arguments. It's like the movie Step Brothers. It really is fighting. Like, did you touch my drum set? I didn't touch your drum set. You touched my drum set. I know you did. I've been busy watching Cops. Cops doesn't come on till 2. Well, sometimes we get a little too heated in our debates, our arguments. We're to the part of where, like, the other night we were both stressed, and Matt just left after we were done. We were packing car. He just left on me, and then he apologized. I'm like, dude, we got to stop arguing. It's both our faults. It's both our faults. We get way too heated. It's like, let's step back and breathe. No fighting. Like, there's no need to fight. Being business partners with someone is stressful. I'm not gonna lie. But here we go, guys. Another question coming up. It works out. We work it out. We learn from our mistakes, that type of thing. So, What professional sports league MVP trophy is called the Podolov? I'm going to say it wrong. The Podolov Cup. And forgive me. The NBA, NFL, NHL, MLB. NBA, NFL, NHL, MLB. You don't bring Kitty into this, Dandy Andy. You don't bring Kitty into these conversations. You better watch yourself. So that's going to Stephen Wood. Stephen won that by himself. The NBA, the National Basketball Association, established the Podolov Cup, named for Maurice Podolov, the league's first commissioner, as its most valuable player award in 1956. Since 1980, the winner was originally chosen by the NBA players. Since 1981, however, it's been based on a poll of professional basketball broadcasters and writers. So because Stephen Wood answered it on the first one, no one else did, he does win that one. Like I said, that's what we would do. You could read it. You could read it. Nice try, Dustin. Nice try. So Steven won that one single-handedly. There you go, Steven. Autocorrect. Oh wait, I meant to. Oh, you typed in NHL. Oh, I meant to put NBA. The H and the L got switched. That's why. I love you guys. Always a good time. What professional sports? Oh, sorry. What sport is most common known for eye injuries in the U.S.? What sport is the most common cause of eye injuries in the U.S.? Football, darts, fencing, or baseball? Football, darts, fencing, or baseball? Okay, let me just see. I'm just remembering who we have in the group here. Okay, that's another win for Steven. Steven with 2 wins in a row. Wow, Steven. Baseball. Sports cause more than 40,000 eye injuries each year, guys. More than 90% of these injuries can be prevented. Overall, baseball causes the most eye injuries, followed by basketball, water sports, and racket sports. Another win for Steven. Single-handed win for Steven. I'm like looking at this. So, like, what did we have? We had football, darts. I figured it would be darts, obviously. I mean, fencing, everyone's supposed to be wearing something, but darts, I mean, I guess when you think about it, who's throwing darts at each other, though? Yeah, with a glove being thrown at each other, probably. Okay, guys, question number 8. Way to go, Steven. Well, even with the lag time, you got 2, dude. You got 2. Okay, guys. Here's another. Yes, they are, Dustin. Fencing. I mean, these are considered sports. I mean, I know it's a lap, but like I played ultimate frisbee. We never called it that. We always called it ultimate. 11. What's 11? 11, 11, 11, 11. You know, I played Ultimate, and there'd be people who like, that's not a sport. And it's like, trust me, Ultimate Frisbee is a sport and a half. You have to be it's high cardio. So trust me, I wasn't the fastest. Trust me, I wasn't the fastest. It's like when I played soccer, I was mainly defense. So like Ultimate Frisbee was no different. I couldn't do much offense. Make a wish. Oh yeah, 11, 11, make a wish, yeah, okay. Anyway, so very high cardio and a lot of diving in midair and catching and landing on the ground. It was pretty physical on your body. Trust me, there's things you would think aren't sports, but they're considered. Very funny, Dustin. Trust me, I am not fast. I'm a tank, though. Like in soccer, basically people would run into me and they'd fall down, or I'd shove them because I'm such a big guy. Yeah, those dart guys, we had a dart tournament here with over 200 something people. We had a dart tournament with over 200 people here at the campground in our bingo hall. We had to have the cops there and everything because they drink and have fun like no other. We had to have cops here and everything because they can be a rowdy crowd, but they're also fun people. You know, and I mean, now they even have like people with bow and arrow, and they've always had bow and arrow, but like my grandfather watches ESPN or the Outdoor Channel, and they have guys with compound bows shooting at animal targets. I mean, everything has turned into a sport nowadays. They sponsor people. It's crazy. Okay, guys, next question. We have 3 more to go, and then we'll play some games. 2-1, 2-1. What is a scratch golfer? What is a scratch golfer? Wait till you see what I type. Okay, golfer with a handicap of 0, right? 0. Golfer who averages 1 bogey per hole, bogey. Golfer who misses the ball, misses. Golfer who doesn't make the tournament, cut. You write 0, bogey, cut, or misses. So I'm gonna Joshua and Dad and Will. I will give it to you guys because you do have it 0-0 handicap 0. I'll give it to you. I just didn't want people to have to write the whole thing out. You didn't have to abbreviate it. It was just to keep you from having to write everything out. Is all. So that's going to Joshua and Dad and Will. I just wanted to make it easier. It's not like if you wrote extra, I was gonna care. I just wanted to make sure it was understood. That's all. That you didn't have to write out the whole thing. So we have Joshua and Dad and Will for that spot. Let me just see 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, guys, just looking. 0. Does that count? Unfortunately, no, Dandy Andy, no. Yeah, but he wrote 2-1-0, so I can't go with that, unfortunately. Because he wrote 1-2-1-0, so he was clearly to me testing something out, and that's an abbreviation. That's an abbreviation, so it wouldn't count anyways. Next question. Everything's rigged. Trust me, dude. I already know who I want to win what game, when and where. You know it. Okay. This is another similar question, guys. In NASCAR, what does the term groove mean? Strategy of pitting well before running out of fuel? Fuel. Best route around the racetrack? Route. Getting fresh tires? Fresh. Practice of racing nose to tail? Nose. So again, strategy of pitting well before running out of fuel, best route around the racetrack, getting fresh tires, or practicing of racing. So Joshua and Dad and Will again. So what we're going to do before we do the last question is, Dad and Will, you have 4 of these that you are, 5 of these you are in right now, so I don't have a choice. Before we go on, I have to see, we have to do at least the first one or the first 2 to see if you win those or not. If you don't, then you're good, because the most you can win is 5. The most you can win is 5. So what we're going to do, guys, is we're going to randomize the first 1 or 2 of these to see if Dad and Will wins. If not, we'll have to keep going, and just because you can only have a max of 5 points. So you're going to have to give me a second. I will have to switch it. So you're no longer going to see the top chat. I'm going to switch that out. And I need to share. Oh, stop screen. There we go. And share screen. Sorry, guys. Random.org. No, whoa, what is going on there? There we go. So so there you go, guys. This is what we're gonna do real quick, and then we'll continue with the last question. We actually were 1 off from being finished with questions. So yeah, a scratch golfer is a golfer with a handicap of 0. You already knew that, but for the groove thing, is a slang term for the best route around the racetrack. The high groove takes a car closer to the outside wall, while the low groove stays closer to the apron. I almost forgot to tell you that. So let me randomize the first 2. Oh, yeah, we're going to, sorry, we're not using random.org. My bad. We're going to use the camera and roll dice. I'm good with that. I did tell you that. My bad. Thank you. I almost forgot. Steven. And I'm totally good with that. That works with me. I figured it's a way for us to all learn something, Dustin. Okay, guys, give me 1 second. I am going to put this camera on some dice. So give me a second. Okay, so this first one is Dandy Andy and Dad and Will. So 1 through 3 will be Dandy Andy, and 4 through 6 will be Dad and Will. And I wrote it based on who answered first, that type of thing. So Dandy Andy and Dad and Will, 1 through 3 will be Dandy Andy, and Dad and Will will be 4 through 6. Here we go. And if it goes off screen, I got to re-roll if it goes off screen, just so none of that BS. If it goes off screen, I'll re-roll. Dad and Will. That is going to Dad and Will. So now we need to go to number 2 to see Joshua and Dad and Will. Joshua, you're 1 through 3. Dad and Will, you're 4 through 6. So Joshua with 1 through 3. Dad and Will with 4 through 6. Dad and Will. So we're going to have to keep going. We may do more. We're just going to keep going until we get to another one for you, Dad and Will. So Joshua and Dustin. Joshua and Dustin. Joshua 1 through 3. Dustin 4 through 6. Again, Joshua 1 through 3. Dustin 4 through 6. 4 through 6 for Dustin. 1 through 3 for Joshua. Going to Dustin. Dad and Will and Dustin. Dad and Will 1 through 3. Dustin 4 through 6. Dad and Will 1 through 3. Dustin 4 through 6. Yeah, I know, Joshua. That it's not the first time, but you got some others. That's the good thing. So you still got a chance. So Dad and Will and Dustin. Going to Dustin. Okay, so we are going to finish the last question now that Dad and Will has only 4 he could win. And we will then we will do the rest of these. So far you have Dad and Will and Dustin. Dad and Will with 2, Dustin with 2. Okay, guys. So we will. I know. Let's 1 through 3 hasn't been hit, but you still have 2, Joshua, that you have already. Plus, you may get the next one. So, oh, did Sandman stop by? Hey, what's up? What's up, Sandman? There's still one left, dude. You didn't miss it. There's one left. Yeah, you were in this, weren't you? Yes, you were. There's one left, Sandman. It's rigged dice, Dustin. You want it to be rigged. You just got 2, so is it rigged for you? So Sandman, there's one left you can play. We were just randomizing a couple before I had to switch back. So thank goodness you came here just in time for one. So I want you to be able to play that one. So I'm going to give you a second just so you can get ready. Get yourself seated, Sandman. Okay? Get ready, Sandman. You can do this, Sandman. And also, this one is not last name, so I would never, ever rig anything. But I would say it in other people's breaks, too, as a joke. Trust me. We used to do that OMG's breaks all the time when when either OMG or Lunch would do giveaways. It'd be rigged. Okay, Sandman. Here, let me pull it up, and we'll ask the question to everyone. This one should be known, I would think, pretty easily. I mean, I know history well enough. What sport did Alan Shepard play on the moon in 1971? What sport did Alan Shepard play on the moon in 1971? Golf, bowling, archery, or skiing? Joshua and Dad and Will. Joshua and Dad and Will. Dang, you guys just dominated the past 3. Oh, that was a close one. At least I'm very happy to see everyone's a lot closer to being able to answer. Rigged for Joshua that time. So it's between Joshua and Dad and Will again. Or sorry, Dad and Will and Joshua. I like to reverse that. Because that's the way it came out. So, guys, I would love to see bowling on the moon. I think it'd be cool. It'd be the whole new thing. Oh, yeah. So I'll say it real quick. So for those who don't know, Sandman and Dustin have been good about putting people in timeout, and we've had some new guys come around, and they didn't even buy into the breaks, and they would just sit there and show up, and all of a sudden be like, "Hey, who wants to get into my break?" or blah blah blah, or stuff like that. Like just not really supporting the group at all, just being like, and I don't mind people just stopping by. I mean, have fun with us too. But they would be like asking questions. Like it was just curious. It's clear that they're just trying to get people away from the group to get to them or something. And Sandman and Dustin would harp on those people, and they would shut him down. And there was one guy that was I'm guessing he was a kid. He was nice, but it was too many questions. It was every little thing, and it was like, dude, please calm down. And he had to get shut down a couple times. I'm getting a new modem. My download speed is 62 megabytes per second. Upload at 15 latency. Yeah, you probably. I mean, so your download speed is only 62? That's pretty slow, Dandy Andy. I'm not gonna lie. I mean, that's good for most at-home stuff, but for streaming and videos and stuff, I have like 250. I got like 250, and I only pay $60 a month. It depends where you live. I know internet can be really expensive some places. I know that kid was. I don't hate the kid. He was just annoying. That's all. Just overly annoying. I mean, he was a little much. I was like, oh, you know what, Dad and Will and Steven, you've been here. Easy Paleasy in the house. That kid needed a spanking. So we will randomize the rest of these guys. Oh yeah, so let me finish. I got to give you the useful info. I've had a Netgear Blackhawk before. They are nice. Don't make that a weird joke, Dustin. That they are nice modems. On February 6, 1971, Alan Shepard pulled out a makeshift 6-iron he had smuggled aboard Apollo 14 and hit 2 golf balls on the lunar surface, making him the first person to play golf on the moon. He had to play the shot one-handed because of his spacesuit. Yeah, Dad and Will, you've been very supportive, so I was like, oh yeah, you should have one. I don't think of that stuff often, but I was like, oh, you should definitely have one, dude. Dandy Andy. I love you guys. So, guys, we will continue to roll dice. So, we did 4 of them so far. Next one is Dandy, Andy, and Dustin. Dandy, Andy, and Dustin. Dandy Andy is 1 through 3. Dustin, 4 through 6. Dustin is 4 through 6. Dandy Andy, 1 through 3. 2. Dandy Andy with the win. Stephen Wood won both of Stephen Wood, the man, the myth, the legend, won both of his because he was the only one to get it right the first time around. So Stephen Wood guaranteed himself his spots. So then we have the last 3. Number 8 is Joshua and Dad and Will. Joshua and Dad and Will. So Joshua, Dad and Will. Joshua is 1 through 3 and Dad and Will 4 through 6. 5 going to Dad and Will. The poor guy. That's going to Dad and Will. Come on, Joshua. You have 2 more chances, dude. 2 more chances. I'm hoping for you, dude. Joshua 1 through 3. Dad and Will 4 through 6 again for question number 9. 4 going to Dad and Will. You got to be kidding me, Dad and Will. Wait, 1, 2. Okay, 1 more. Dad and Will, then Joshua. I put it in the order of who answers. Dad and Will 1 through 3. Josh. Okay. Dad and Will 1 through 3. Joshua 4 through 6. Oh boy. Now they are switched technically because that's how you answered, and now I'm gonna hear, oh, of course it gets rolled now. I know that's what's gonna be said. Dad and Will 1 through 3. Joshua 4 through 6. And it's a 6 going to Joshua. Oh, I almost was going to say I'll switch it around for you guys, and that would not have gone well. 6. So that's going to Joshua. That dice is leaning heavy to the high numbers. Wow, it really was. This, guys, let's see. Only one number since we have rolled has been 1 through 3. One time. Now I was going to keep rolling it to see what would happen. But 4 again. I'm just curious how many times it's going to ring high numbers. 3. Okay, we finally did get a 3. 4 again. 3 again. 6 again. 4 again. 5 again. 1. Okay, that dice is rolling heavy. Only 1 through 3. Oh my gosh, I can't believe that happened. Well, luckily not everyone who could have won did win. That's a good thing, guys. Everyone on this list who could have won did win, though. Dustin, another one time. So Dad and Will with 1, 2, 4 spots. Dustin with 2. Nope, sorry. Dustin with 2. Dandy Andy with 1. Steven with 2. And Joshua with 1. I wish I had a Mike Trout auto. Trust me, Dandy Andy. If I did, I would put it up. Unless it was worth a shit ton, then I would have to sell it. As much as I'd love to. So you have 1, Joshua. You did win 1. Yeah. That's it. Sorry, dude. It's sometimes it's just what happens. And I'm not gonna lie, Joshua. If you lost that last one, I was gonna give you a point no matter what, because that would have just been ridiculous. So I was gonna give you 1 no matter what. Okay, just so you know, Dustin, my old nickname was Bretty Boom Boom. So the Boom Boom room would be my room. Is that what you're saying? You want to visit my room? That's what I figured, Dandy Andy. So I'm basically saying I would have to keep that card and probably sell it, unless it depends on the type of card it was too and how I won it. For me, the value also comes from me winning them in a break that I enjoy. You know what I mean? No, that's what they used to call me. I've had many nicknames. Bretty Boom Boom, Brett with Rolos, because my last name's Rulo. Brett with Rolos, B Dog, Big Gulp. Brett's being weird again. Big Worm. These aren't nicknames I came up with. They were ones I was given. Best pull I ever got was a Torkelson Black I chose to sell. Thank you very much, Dandy. And yeah, guys, just so you know, 2 things, guys, just real quick, just so everyone knows. Is we have a Heritage break. It's the 4 box of Heritage. It's what we're pushing tonight. Since we already pushed it the other night, it didn't sell. We're down to 11 spots, I believe. So Heritage, it's not a very expensive break. So please, if we can get that sold out, that would be great. Yeah, it's not a very expensive break, guys. So if you don't mind, if you're willing to support us, I understand if you can't. It's just life. But again, Heritage break for baseball. And let me show you something else, guys. One last thing I want to show you guys real quick is, let me switch the camera to show you. So we have Gary's breakup. For those who don't know, Gary, it's over there, guys. It's in the back there. So right here, Downtown Gary Brown, for those who don't know, Joshua, you wouldn't know, but Downtown Gary Brown was his nickname. Gary has been with us since the beginning. He's one of our longest time people who've been with us. He passed away this past Monday due to some health issues he was having. He passed away. And so he'll be sorely missed, as you guys know. And so this is the break we put together. This is a not-for-profit break, guys. It's a random. It's a total random. It's $22 a spot. It's not for profit. So we're not making any profit off it. It's just to have a break in Gary's honor. And to have a good time. And we would use it to play I'm losing my train of thought. We'd use it to have a good time and talk about Gary and stuff. So it's 2 boxes of Onyx Vintage Extended, a box of Onyx Nimbus, 2 boxes of Onyx Nimbus, and a 2020 box of Diamond Kings and a 2018 box of Diamond Kings. So that is on our website live as we speak. It's 2 per customer. It's 2 per person. That's the max you're allowed to buy. Unfortunately, we do not have hockey, and then it would be annoying to deal with that. That would be a good point. I'll give you that, Sandman, since he did like hockey so much. Probably should have bought hockey. We didn't even think of it. But we knew he liked Onyx. We knew he liked Diamond Kings. So we just wanted to put a little break to get together in his honor. And he is getting the Tigers. It's a random, but no one is allowed to win the Tigers. Gary already has them. And Matt and I was talking. Matt's like, what are we going to do with him? If he does get a hit, we're going to kind of make a little memorial for him. Eventually, we want to fix the background for when we break, have cards and stuff, and we would have that card if he did win in the background is all. So just so you know. So let's get going and play some games. Matt would be like, oh, the room. Oh. Give me a minute. Okay, guys. So now for some games real quick. Not real quick, but you know. So it's time for some games, guys. It kind of messes with the glare of it, but whatever. So okay, so the first game we have is the 1 point game. So that would be Joshua and Dandy Andy. Very funny. Just throwing it out there so everyone knows what was going on. So Dandy Andy will go first, then Joshua. You have 1 point. So basically, Joshua, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. There's 8 slots you can put into. I can drop a puck. You get a puck. I drop it into 1 through 8, one of the drop zones, and you win prizes at the bottom here. You win a prize. Yeah, thank you for joining us, Sandman, while you could, dude. We really do appreciate it. I do have pants on, don't worry. Or shorts. Dandy Andy said he wants to drop his in 1. Okay, so Dandy Andy is first with 1 point, so I'm going to drop it in number 1. So he got the letter B. Dandy Andy with the letter B. So just so you know, I know those don't seem like the greatest, but basically there's letters that spell out beard, B-E-A-R-D, Joshua. And the idea, Joshua, is when you spell out beard by winning these letters, you will win a big prize. Hopefully, we're hoping to get it pretty soon, but you do win a pretty good prize. Give me 1 second here, and I'm just going to put this in here for you. Excuse me. Okay. So that is the link. I just posted the link to the game page and it explains, but it also keeps tabs of who has what letters at the very bottom. So I don't know what Dandy Andy's at right now. I'm just curious if he has any, which I believe he does, but I could be wrong. Right now, people who have letters, oh, he doesn't. Stephen Wood has a B. R2 has E and A. Dustin has B. Aaron Youngberg has D. And Dad Wills has letter A. And now added to that list will be Dandy Andy with B. For my consolation prize, we just started up games to have this prize, Joshua. We've been doing games for a couple months, but they've been redesigned, so this is the first time we have a grand prize. The grand prize, I'm not going to tell you what it is because it's supposed to be a secret until someone wins it, but it's a big prize. It's not even like just a box of cards or something. It's bigger than that. All I can say is it's a big prize because the idea is it's going to take months for someone to probably win it. It's going to probably take months for someone to win it. So when someone does, we want it to be big. So we usually do games twice a month, every other week. We did them last week only because things got pushed the week before, but there's no games next week, but the week after there is. Okay, so Joshua, you said number 4. So number 4 for Joshua. B, that went all across over to letter B. So Joshua also with the letter B. Oh, quiet, cat. Cat doesn't want to be quiet. A year's worth of beard clippings. You can have all our beard hair. A grand tour of the Beard Brothers Break Studio. So you won the letter B, Joshua. So that will go up on the website. Again, it's going to take a time for people to win it, but it's going to be a good prize. It's supposed to be a prize that takes a while to get. We didn't want it something, to be won like that. Boom, done. So, okay, next up we have Steve. We're going to go with Steven and Dustin. Actually, does anyone else want to play this game? I need to know. We have Dad and Will cards with 4, Dustin with 2, and Steven with 2. Do either of you want to play this? Yes, see, I like Joshua. Do I get free shipping on the B? You do, dude. You do. A used top? I don't have any used top loaders in the regular ones. Oh my gosh, the price. I love that, Joshua. Do I get free shipping on the B? It's a graded B. You guys are the best. Okay, so yeah, does Steven or Dustin want to play this game? Not I. Dustin, what about you? We taking it up a peg? Finger a hole. Okay, so next game, Joshua. If you want to, you can watch some of these other games. I have 4 total, so there's 2 games total that you can play with 2 points. This is one of them. This is called box number 2, or we have. Let me switch the camera because Dustin said he wants to finger the hole. This game is called the Punch Box. It doesn't show up as much on the camera with how the camera's set up. Let me see. I can always bring it back a little. This is called Punch Box. So basically, how this one works for those who don't know is you just pick a hole and I punch it, and you win whatever prizes in it. And this has better prizes in it. The more points you spend, the better the prizes tend to be. It depends. Most part, they're going to be better prizes. So Dustin wants to pick a hole. We have 2, 4, 5, 6, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. We've had people win graded cards in this before. Beard points, money to use towards future games. Dustin choosing number 2. Okay, let's see what he gets. So first we'll do Dustin with his one, and then I'll do one for you, Dad and Will, with the 11. So Dustin won 5 beard bucks. So he gets $5 towards a future game for a future break. So Dustin. And I know we have 10s and 20s in there, guys. I know we have at least one $10 and one $20 one in there as well. Okay, Dad and Will, we're going to do number 11, and then I'll do number 12 for Steven. So 11 for Dad and Will, and 12 for Steven. So 11 first. No problem, Dustin. So that was pick 2 numbers. So that game, for you guys who don't know, quiet, cat. Jeez, pick 2 numbers. So that game is a fun game. So what's going to happen is, give me 1 second. Let me move things around. So he's winning a pretty good prize. Give me 1 second. So this game, he's going to pick. So this is what I'm going to have you do. You're going to get 2 cards from here, Dad and Will. These are all autos. They're all autos, and they're all relics. So it's either an auto or a relic. You're going to give me 1 or 2, and then 1 through 25, and then do it again. So you're going to do it twice, and you're going to win 2 cards. So 1 or 2, and then 1 through 25, and then do that twice. And you'll win those cards, Dad and Will. So let's see what Dad and Will wins. Once I get my numbers, we will look and see what he wins. Excuse me. 1 and 15 and 2 and 17. 1 and 15, I'm going to have to take my headphones off just because I got to switch where I'm sitting. But give me 1 second. 1 and 15, 2 and 17. And then 2 and 17. He won a Jeff McNeil Panini Absolute Tri-Relic, and he won a Chris Davis Wood Relic, and that was from Topps Walmart Holiday Mega Baseball. That was the holiday boxes. So that's what you won, dude. 2 relics. So there you go, Dan and Will. There you go. Not bad, not bad. And that was from just one spot right there. And Steven chose punch number 12. So, Steven, we're going to punch number 12 for you. Let's see what you win. I just punched it before I switched the camera back. Or what am I doing? There we go. Just push it up. So you can see there's a box in there. It's a Babe Ruth collection 2016. Give me a second to get it out. Okay, so Steven won this box. It's a heavy box. Babe Ruth Collection 2016 box. 5 cards per pack, 20 packs per box. Look for randomly inserted authentic back cards, Yankee seat cards, and 101 cut signature cards. Wouldn't you like to win that? Wouldn't that be a freaking sweet card to win? So I thought this was really cool. I mean, that is heavy. It's probably from a very heavy relic in there, dude. So congrats, Steven. Baby Ruth. Okay, guys. So again, guys, in that punch box is still a $10 and a $20. To my understanding, yeah, $10 and $20 beard bucks in there, guys. So that's still sitting in there. Some weeks this game kind of gets skipped a little, but I'm telling you, it has some good stuff in there. Okay, last one is Dad and Will. Dad and Will still has two points left, so he can play punch box one more time, or he can play box number 2. Yeah, no problem, Steven. Again, thank you guys for supporting us. I understand not everyone has $1 million. That's why no matter how much you spend with us, I appreciate it. Matt appreciates it. I understand for a while I was able to put a lot of money towards breaks, and I've spent almost nothing lately because I just got too many other things costing me money right now. But that's why I don't mind. If you guys just show up to hang out, I appreciate it. And it's just important. It's okay, box number 2. It's just as important to have people spread your word too. So sometimes it's about you guys retweeting something we tweet about or whatever, because that helps a lot. That helps a lot in itself. It really does. So, okay, let's see. Box number 2, last game of the night. Or night, whatever you want to call it. But, okay, let's see that. So it's a little harder to see with me when I have this up here, the chat. So I'm going to take the chat down just so we can see this better. I can see the chat anyways, obviously. I'm just taking that down so I can see better. So, give me 1 second. Okay. Curtain number 2. Give me a minute. Give me a minute, sir. I just gotta put stuff behind it real quick. It will take me 2 seconds. Give me 1 second. Okay. So, how this game works, if Joshua was watching or anyone else ever comes across this video, basically it's simple. I am going to offer Dad and Will. He has whatever's behind this mystery curtain. And then there's curtains 1, 2, and 3. I am going to offer him 2 wax packs to keep what's under that curtain, the mystery curtain. If he decides to keep it, he gets the 2 wax packs and what's behind the mystery curtain, or he can switch with curtain number 1, 2, or 3. So, Dad and Will, do you want to keep curtain? Do you want to keep your curtain, or do you want to switch? I know you said curtain 2, but it's up to you. I just want to check with you again. You want to keep curtain 2, or do you want to switch to curtain 2, or choose a different curtain, keep the one you have? This is up to Dad and Will. He's keeping curtain 2. He's going with curtain 2. Okay, so this is what he would have won. If he kept his curtain, he would have won. Kyle Lewis, rookie card from Stadium Club. And a Bryson Scott, Philadelphia's auto from Bowman Sterling. Curtain number 1. The letter R. Curtain number 3 is Ichiro, as Matt would say, 20 out of 299. 20 out of 299. Great looking card. And lastly, the card he won. Leather and Lumber, 75 out of 99. Shohei Ohtani. Shohei, or as I like to say, Ohtani Shohei. Quad, dual relic, not quad. Wood and looks to be like some uniform. Leather and Lumber Shohei Ohtani relic. Trying to get the camera to focus. The just so you know, I know some of these because they've been sitting together, maybe a little scratched up as far as the top loader, but the cards are fine. Yeah, no problem. No problem. So that's another for Dad and Will. So there you go, guys. There you go. Enjoy the winnings. And thank you guys for supporting us. We really do appreciate it so much. You know, we do appreciate it so much. I know Matt gets really worried when a break doesn't sell out one night. He gets all nervous, like, oh, and I'm like, dude, breathe. Breathe. It's going to be okay, dude. We're going to be fine. So most of the time we don't have problems. I'm okay with it. Life is life. There are going to be times where we get into a law, whatever. You guys have pulled very hard through for us, so we really appreciate it. We really do. So I thank you so much. We will be on we're actually going to be on a little early at 6:30, actually. Matt's going to come over for it, so we can be on at 6:30 because we want to try to get that Heritage moved, guys, so that we can get to breaking it because we got to pack the cards as usual. And we just like the earlier we can get to packing, quite honestly, a lot of the times we're not done till 12 or 1 in the morning, depending what we're breaking and when we break it. So when we have an option this week and next week to go a little earlier and be done earlier, we prefer it because when all this eBay stuff, Diamond Kings, we have Bowman coming out 2 weeks from now. It's going to be late Saturday nights packing everything. So thank you guys. We appreciate it, and we'll catch you.